Hi everyone, I just wanted to read a story with you guys today. As most of you know, we're learning about spring. So this is the story about the tiny seed. This is the front cover and the back cover and the spine to hold the pages. The Tiny Seed is written by Eric Carle. If you are the author, do you draw the pictures or do you write the story? Very good, you write the story. If you are the illustrator, do you draw the pictures or do you write the story? Very good, you draw the pictures. Let's begin. It is autumn, a strong wind blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? What do you think? Do you think the seed will be able to keep up with the other seeds? He's right here. Keep your eye on him. One of the seeds flies higher than any of the others. Up, up, up it goes. It flies high and high into the sun's hot rays. And the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with all the others. He's over here. Look how little he is. And here's the other ones. Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go up as fast as the others do. Now they're on where it's cold. And plants can't grow when it's cold, can they? And there's the tiny seed. He's right here. Now they're over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns, and the other seeds sail on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. Can you see him? He's so tiny, I don't think I can find him. Can you? I think he might be right here. What do you think? One seed drifts down into the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seeds cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with all of the others. He's over here now. Now they're in the desert, and it's very, very hot. Finally, the wind stops and the seed falls gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not see it. Now there are birds trying to eat him. I think he's over here in the grass. Do you think you can find him? Is it this one, this one, this one, or this one? What do you think? And now it is winter. After the long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they're going to sleep in the earth. The snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch, but the tiny seed lies very still and the mouse does not see it. Do you see the tiny seed? Now it is spring. Just like us, we're in spring right now, aren't we? After a few months, the snow has melted. It really is spring. Birds fly, the sun shines, rain falls, and the seed grows round and they start to burst open a little. Now they're not seeds anymore, they are plants. First, they send their roots down into the earth. Then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up toward the sun and air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new plants. It is a big, fat weed. It takes all the sunlight and all the rain away from the small plant, and that little plant dies. But the seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! But finally, too, it starts to grow into a plant. So over here we have the big fat weed. And he's not being nice to our little tiny seed. He can't grow. But then I see, what do you think this is? Do you think this is water? Do plants need water to grow? They need water and sun. And now he's starting to grow. The warm weather also brings children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun and springtime. One child doesn't see the plant and he runs along and oh, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. What did he use to break it? Did he step on it? The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud, and now it's even a flower. But what is happening? First there are footsteps, then a shadow looms over them, and then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. Is someone picking it? Like you guys do on the playground? Don't you like to pick flowers for your mommies and daddies? A boy has picked the flower to give it to a friend. Did he do something nice for a friend? Now it is summer, and the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on, and the rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It is taller than the people, taller than the trees. It is taller than the houses. And now a flower grows on top of it. People come from near and far to look at this little flower. It is the tallest flower they have ever seen. And now it is a giant flower. So how did this little tiny seed grow into this giant flower that's bigger than houses and trees? Look how big it is. All summer long, the birds and bees and butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Everyone's enjoying the tiny seed now. We have birds and butterflies all over. And now it is autumn again. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. So now the flower's starting to do what? Is it starting to die? Is it because it's getting colder? The wind blows harder, and the flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower's seed pods open. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail away onto the wind. So when the flower died, what happened? It opened the seeds, and who took the seeds? The wind. And now where do the seeds go? Do you think it starts all over again with the tiny seed?